from the ashes.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't calm down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Well, hello, cool cats and kittens. How's everyone doing out there? Hope you are well. Good to see you all in chat. Thank you so much for joining me. You could have chosen to be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here. And I'm absolutely thankful for each and every single one of you. Today is April 17th, 2024. It is 6:54 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Got a lot to talk about today. Look at this little flashlight. Little flashlight. Little flashlight. This was given for like I don't know, it was left on my doorstep from like a local politician or something like that. So, but it got me thinking, these little flashlights, could it be something like this? Could it be something like this that they used? You know, with these flashlights, Justin always brings the crazy down a notch. Well, we got to think. We got to use our heads. We got to use our heads. I get it. We all use our emotions sometimes, but sometimes we just have to use our heads, right? Because if we're thinking through emotions, we're not thinking clearly. We got to be clear eyed about it as much as possible, right? Oh my goodness. Darcy, thank you so much for already gifting one membership. Thank you, sweetheart. I really do appreciate you, Darcy. If you received that membership, please thank our sweet Darcy. She's so good to the channel. Sky Maiden, member for 1 month. Thank you so much, Sky Maiden. I really do appreciate y'all's support. You have no idea. Thank you guys so much. LED keychain flashlights. Yeah, and usually like the little LED keychain flashlights, they usually have like one or two LEDs. Now this has two LEDs. It's a bright little sucker. It has two LEDs. I don't know if I can show you. Two LEDs. And it's got this little button. Maybe I can get it to focus. Doesn't like my finger there. Right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This, I know other people are talking about that video as well. And I do want to be clear about my personal feeling versus what Seth and law enforcement has said. I want to be very clear about that. I don't want to make there to be, there are two different things what we're talking about. Now, law enforcement says that the video, what we refer to as the trash truck video, has at this point have nothing to do with Sebastian's Sebastian going missing whatsoever. However, he did say that at some point it could have something to do with it going later. Now, Seth, which is obviously bio father of Sebastian, he said he saw the entire full 15-minute video, the entire screen, which what we are seeing in that video is supposedly just 1/4 of the screen in just a mere few seconds. He says there is not any doubt in his mind that it was a trash truck and it has nothing to do with the case. So that is the facts as law enforcement and Seth would have, has put them out. So that's that. Now, thank you so much, my dear Lee Black. Thank you so much for gifting a membership, my dear. I really do appreciate you, dear. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really means a lot. Jen, welcome. You are now a pearl. Thank you so much. And whoever gifted Lily, whoever gifted the membership, please thank our sweet Lily and Darcy as well. They are now pearls. Pearls. Jen, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, my friend. I believe Seth and Chris about the trash truck. I know a lot of people do. And the only thing about that, Mike, in my opinion, is I wish they would just clarify. Hey, Carol, I got kicked out yesterday. So, let me just tell you about yesterday. So, yesterday I was live and YouTube went haywire. It went nuts. At about 9:20 Eastern, my chat said there was nobody in here, and clearly there were people in here. And then it would go from like 9 or like none, 0 to 1,000, and then it would go to 700, and then it would go to 142. So I just ended the live. And then I looked at one line to see if what was going on with YouTube, and it was having problems, to say the very least. Mods, can one of you drop the membership link? Absolutely, one of the mods can. Right, and I agree with that, Josh. Just like they search the dump on a whim. And I don't believe that. I mean, law enforcement has they don't just do things on a whim, right? They have to have a reasoning for them to search a dump, period. And we're going to talk about the dump here in a little bit. We're going to discuss it. But it's this trash truck, and then the next day they're searching in a dump. So it could be a trash truck. But also I have a question. Why does, Chris is like, "Oh, it's not relevant. It's not relevant. It's not relevant." Nothing in it is relevant. You think you would want something to be relevant. If it is a trash truck, did those trash workers, did they see anything? Right? Did they see Sebastian out barefoot at early in the morning when it's below freezing outside? But I digress. I digress. As Blackman says, I think it may be a trash truck at some point. I think it's what else that's in that video they either didn't call attention to or wanted to see reaction when they showed it. Yes, it's very possible. But the thing that gets me, when Nick Barris asked about that trash truck, said, "Can you tell us what it is?" He said, "No, I can't." Why not? Well, we don't know what we don't know. But TBI made it very clear to Seth that it was a trash truck, right? And by the way, I am absolutely perfectly okay with however you feel or see the trash truck or any other thing. Absolutely. This is how we learn and how we grow. Um, and honestly, poke holes in theories, right? Can you drop a membership for iPhone users? Absolutely, we sure can. Mods can drop that. Sam says, I don't trust TBI. It's my opinion, but something stinks to me. Yeah. Seth has spilled a lot of beans. I mean, I think Seth has been frustrated because he's been trying to um fill the gap or fill the need, or the maybe the gap is a better word, between law enforcement and the public, but that's not what law enforcement likes, to be honest with you. They especially TBI, they keep things very, very close. Rarely name suspects, or persons of interest. Don't they don't they just don't name suspects. Hey, Crimes, good to see you. I see you, dear. Can you believe Seth got into trouble for telling people that Sebastian was seen wearing? Really? Hmm. I mean, he is part of law enforcement. I'm not really sure that he does investigating, or, like that. There's a whole 15-minute video, and it's not a trash truck. It's the Proudfoot home lit up. Well, we're gonna look. We got a lot to talk about. Here we go. I heard people saying it even unsubscribed to channels yesterday, right? Hey, Share. Good to see you. Did you hear about the Uvalde Foundation for Kids? It's about Sebastian. Yes, Nicole, we'll talk about it. We will talk. Actually, I'll pull that up right now. Anybody wants to see that? I do have that. Um, Look at this, y'all. And I was kind of surprised to see them be as vocal as they were about it. All right, and it says the Uvalde Foundation for Kids, April 16th, new quote, we are now 100% convinced that the family of hashtag Sebastian Rogers knows far more than has been revealed publicly. We are also now equally convinced that the recent developments indicates answers to be revealed soon, end quote. Uvalde Foundation for Kids. Yeah, that's hey, ATS. That's 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 pretty big, if you ask me. Right? I mean, they did not mince any words there. It is very curious. It is very curious. I thought, Canadian, I thought the same thing, but I went to check it myself. Like I clipped this myself from their X. That says a lot without spilling the beans. I was like, damn, they ain't really. It's a bold statement. It is a bold statement. I was like, there's a new post. What's saying there is a what Seth's private investigator saying there is a scent trail. Um, I don't know if there's. I I think I have something that just came out about Seth having an invest 2 new private investigators, but let me see if I can find it briefly. Nick Barris put some stuff out, and I do want to discuss that as well. Okay, here it is. Daily, thank you so much for gifting 1 membership, my sweet pea. If you receive that membership, please thank our sweet Daily. Really do appreciate it. All right. So this came out at 12:35 today, and it's Sumner County, Tennessee. It's been 51 days since 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers went missing from Sumner County. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office has said they found no viable leads to finding the boy with autism so far. I don't like the way I don't like the way news does that. I just don't like it. The 15-year-old boy with autism. How about the 15-year-old boy named Sebastian? How about that? I just don't like I don't know, I just don't like it. Sorry, tangent. Rogers wrote, quote, "We want the FBI to take over the investigation of the case of missing Sebastian Wayne Drakes Rogers from Sumner County Sheriff's Office. It has been 50 days since Sebastian has been gone missing. No scent trail from dogs, no video footage of Sebastian leaving his mother's house, yet no criminal investigation at all by TBI or Sumner County Sheriff's Office," end quote. So that is Seth directly saying that there is no scent, no investigation, at least that we're aware of. So there's that. Okay, it continues. Rogers told Fox 17 News that he hired 2 licensed private investigators who met with Sumner County Sheriff Roy Sonny Weatherford yesterday. One of the licensed investigators has been working the case since Sebastian's disappearance. Rogers recently brought in a second licensed professional for added help. Quote, "I respect and I have faith in the procedure, but having faith and respect for somebody is different," said Rogers. Asked why he hired the investigators. Sumner County Chief Deputy Eric Craddock had said previously that there has been no evidence of foul play, but nothing is being ruled out. They're double talking. It's exactly what they have done in every high profile case that I'm aware of in Tennessee, the TBI, and all law enforcement for that matter. Volunteers continue to help Rogers search for his son privately outside the 5-mile radius initially canvassed by the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI, and trained crew from around the state the week after Sebastian went missing. Investigators recanvassed the area earlier this month. Rogers said anyone who wishes to help can print Sebastian's flyer at Staples for free and help post it around the area and beyond. The last 6 weeks has been devastating, traumatic, and frustrating experience for Rogers since his son has disappeared. He has taken time off work to search for Sebastian nearly every day. Sebastian is believed to have walked off from his home in the Shackle Island community of Sumner County in the middle of the night, February 25th, according to his mother and stepfather, Katie and Chris Proudfoot. Fox 17 News checked in with the sheriff's office and TBI Tuesday, the TBI spokesperson said that they have no additional updates to pass on. Mm. Good golly. Kelly K, thank you so much for 1 month, my love. Someone finally saying what we are all thinking. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much, my dear. Come on. Do you think that they have anything? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that they have stuff, they just can't find Sebastian. Put a 2 if you think they don't really know much more than we know. I would like to see Justin. The 2 PIs were live. Yep. 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 Okay. Seeing a lot of 1s, but there are a fair amount of 2s as well. Wow. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right. So let's talk about some things. First, oh, let me tell you something. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are very not as nice to Seth, right? Who had absolutely nothing, zero, zip, nada, anything to do with Sebastian's disappearance. He hasn't been officially cleared. I mean, obviously nobody has, but he was at work. I have not yet, Gina. No, I have not. Okay. Listen to this, father. I was listening to this earlier and it broke my heart. This is from uh says it's from Burton Staggs on
there that are watching, that are listening, that are looking, Facebook land, social media land, and locals. What do you want them to know about you, and what do you want them to know about Sebastian?
Sebastian is my heart, and I will fight tooth and nail to find him and to bring him home. Nobody knows what it's like to lose your heart and not be able to sit there and find him, and to sit there and watch his mom go on a vacation and not care, and watch a stepfather sit there and state that they've abused him, laugh at him, laugh at the way he dances, say they don't take pictures because he's got a goofy smile. That's horrible. He was living in a horrible place, and now he's just disappeared. And he's got family that love him. We just want him to come home. We want him found and brought home to us.
If that doesn't break your heart, if that is not genuine, authentic pain of a father, of a parent, I don't know what it, I don't, there's nothing else that can convince you. There's nothing else. You are never the same. You know, anyone who has lost a child, you've experienced the greatest loss that life could ever give up. And to lose a child in a tragic or a senseless way is even worse. That broke my heart to hear, Seth, say that, because though that is real pain. before we get started on the lights, I do want to show you this because, Chris and Katie, by God, they don't have any. They don't have no cameras at their house, right? But damn if they don't have it on their little trailer, not on their $600,000 house, not on their $600,000 house. But damn if they don't have it here. Good. Let him be a smartass if he's doing it to be a smartass. It's not like she, doesn't install cameras, right? It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. Can't be Katie. She was such a great mom Sunday, right? Perfect mom Sunday. Yeah. Jackie, I pray that no parent ever has to loses a child. That's not in the order of things, right? Just not in the order that things go. Now, there is word or rumor that Chris passed his lie detector test. We're going to talk about that in a little bit as well. How he can, I mean, I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it, to be quite honest with you. Just not buying it. Yeah, here we go. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys to see. Yeah. Not like they install cameras for a living. Katie Proudfoot, commercial installation technician, Brinks Home. Katie, when Nancy asked you what you did not say that. You just said installation tech, not commercial installation tech. Brinks Home, right? Installation technician, Brinks Home, full time, October 2020 to present. At this 3 years, 6 months, Nashville, Tennessee. Installation, programming, repair, programming, and inspection of fire alarm systems. Well, isn't that interesting, y'all? Yeah, she said, I'm an installation tech. For what? What are you installing, right? I mean, what are you installing? There's a lot of installation techs out there, but you kind of failed to say what you were installing, Katie. If someone has seen Talking Trash, you should be able to see Sebastian walking out the front door and KP leaving the car. If someone was seen I think you mean taking out the trash, you should be able to see Sebastian walking out the front door or KP leaving. Yes. You would think. You would think. Very vague ATS. Very vague. Because I think, Nancy in that interview, she was just trying to get information, right? She just wanted information. She wasn't there to critique really. She just wanted information from, Mr. Proudfoot, Mr. Proudfoot, Mr. Proudfoot, or Katie. Snacks, because there's snacks, right? But I think she would have probably been like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you're an installation tech for cameras, but you're saying you didn't have any cameras or a security system in your home, in your $600,000 home? I mean, you're advertising it with the van outside. Right. Right. Katie installs video, audio, entertainment, brings. Oh, you're fine, single mom, honey. You're fine. You're fine. Well, they even got it on their $60,000 trailer. So they don't got it in their $600,000, home. I believe, in my opinion, because in the very beginning, in the first interviews, they asked about inside cameras and they skirted around the question and they just said, we're not going to talk about our security inside our home. It doesn't surprise me. A lot of techs don't like bringing their work home. Well, that's not bringing your work home. That's keeping your family safe. Right. Right. I mean, you know, I volunteer for hospice, but when my father-in-law was sick, we took him to hospice. You know what I mean? I mean, like, nobody wants to necessarily bring your work home, but it's also just about keeping your family safe, especially if you know the statistics of, keeping your family safe. She knows all about that stuff. Hey, Nick. In the first or second interview with the feet, it was said that the security was not working that night, but at the time, they didn't say they didn't cameras. 25,000 motorcycle in the garage, mother and child home alone. In my opinion, they definitely had security installed around the house. Oh, I mean, most of not I don't want to say most of us. A lot of us have security cameras or Ring doorbells that we can view from anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. We can talk to them. Someone at our door. If you have cameras inside or outside of your house, you can talk to your mail carrier, right? You can be in Bangkok and you can still, talk to your postmaster, right? Daily, thank you so much for gifting another membership, my sweeties. I really do appreciate you. If you received one of those memberships, please give our sweet Daily a big, big thank you. And you know what? We've gotten several members in the last few minutes. I think we do definitely need to do an application process if I can find it. That is. Okay, there we go.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The
We're
next
on our way
stop
to
is
Hendersonville.
Fulton
Back up.
Street.
Beep, beep, mother
Stand clear
chicken.
of the closing doors, please.
Giving to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Y'all are approved. Welcome to our new pearls. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. The support. Coexist, hello dear. Come on, people in positions like hers are usually even doing side jobs to make extra money. They can make very good side money doing so. They get very equipment at a discount and make. They absolutely can. Absolutely can. Evelyn sent an email. Is it like pertaining to this? Let's see here. I don't think I have an email from her. No. Don't have an email from her. Sorry, Evelyn. Don't have an email from you, dear. All right. So let's continue. Yes, welcome to the new members. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. I told you about Uvalde. Oh, here's Mrs. Proudfoot at a different time. I just thought this was, I used this as a background recently. That is, look at that map, y'all. If Sebastian was in that area, they would have found him. They would have absolutely found him. Come on. Let's be real. Don't you think? Do you know who this is? Do you know who that is? What am I doing with the camera? I was being a dummy. It's absolutely the photos that this man takes. Maybe these were the lights. It's voguing. Pee Wee Herman. Stepdaddy Terry. Ooh, I like that. Give me a Stepdaddy Terry. Come on. Blech. 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 Yeah, so WSMB reported that as well. So, I can't even. True. True. Shut up. Okay. Oh, God, y'all. All right, let's. So, as we know yesterday, Chris, Mr. Proudfoot, in my opinion, didn't threaten, but kind of did. Like in an with the undertones of threats, maybe, in my opinion. He said, CJ, it's come to my attention when as soon as I heard CJ, it's come to my attention. I was like, that's Chris. He speaks in a very distinctive way, right? It's an intimidation tactic. Perhaps. Justin, there are recovery divers coming. Their point person has been harassed, stalked, followed, yelled at in real time today. You would think that, well, I mean, let's be honest with you. CJ is not breaking the law. I honestly did not know about CJ until yesterday when y'all were letting me know about him. Um, but he seems like a good guy. He works his butt off trying to find missing, from what I understand. Does anyone think that Chris Proudfoot act like Drew Peterson? Did any of y'all? Um, sorry. He just drove around, never got out. So what's wrong? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with driving down a public street. There's not. And the thing is, he would never get out and run in his yard or anything. Thank you, Lisa. Right? He's not there for Chris or Katie. He's there to help, hopefully, find Sebastian. Right? Chris is paranoid. I absolutely believe that. He's sassy. You would think he would be like, come on in. Can I get you a cup of coffee? Tea? Thank you for looking for my stepson. Will y'all please hit the thumbs up? Please. Or should I say, yeah. It has come to my attention that you have plans to visit my house tomorrow. Take this as an official notification, just like he officially told us that he is not a suspect, right? Not a suspect. He has been vetted. He has been vetted. Said it twice. He has been cleared of any wrongdoing as an official statement. No. No. Sorry. Sorry, Christopher. That's untrue. Not true. Take this as an official notification. There are no trespassing signs posted all around the house. If you set foot on property at all for any reason, you will be prosecuted. There are no easements around the properties in our subdivision. BS. That I don't believe that. This is not a threat, just a statement. Please respect our privacy as well as our wishes. Thank you in advance. Well, that cannot be an official statement. And just so you know, if you walk onto someone's property the first time, they have to give you a written and or verbal warning, and the police need to come to give you a trespass. You don't get it the first time. You get a warning. sir, ma'am, whoever you are, you just walked on our property. This is your trespass notice. You come on the property again, you will get a trespass. Now, CJ isn't going to go on their property either way. He has no interest in going on their property. Really, nobody does, for that matter. He has no interest in going on the property. He's just trying to bully, which is what Chris has done, probably, in my opinion, his entire life. Especially to his exes, in my opinion. This sounds way out there, but can dogs pick up a scent if someone had carbon monoxide poisoning? I'm not saying I think this happened, but maybe he's never left the vehicle in the garage. Just asking. You mean if the person had carbon monoxide poisoning? I would, yes. I mean, listen, I'm going to thank you, Drew K. Thank you so much for gifting one membership, my love. Appreciate you. If you receive that membership, please thank our sweet Drew K. Thank you so much, Drew. So I'm going to get, every time I say this, people's going to fire back in the there's going to be people to fire back in chat, and it's okay. But dogs, like cadaver dogs, they can, but it is extraordinarily unlikely that they would like, let's say I died on my bed, right? Or someone unalived me on my bed, right? And they went to move me 3 or 4 hours later, but I was laying on the bed for an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever. No more than 4 hours. So the cadaver dog is not going to pick me up. They're just not. They're not. It takes a good at least 15 hours for the decomp. I mean, technically, decomp starts at the very beginning of as death, right? But it's not, the cells, they no longer turn over, they decay, and the decomposition starts from your intestinal track is where it starts at. So very highly unlikely that there would be anything if, for instance, something happened to Sebastian at his home. He would not have been there. Yes, and bladder, yes. Mainly intestinal, but I digress. Yes, cadaverine and putrescine, Darren. Yes. Yeah. I just didn't want to bore you with all that stuff. But anyway. Talking about, what was I going to say? So you're just not likely for them to smell someone decomposed. Now, I will tell you, at the 24 to 48 hour mark is actually when dogs will start picking it up the best. When they start picking up the best fresh, is 24 to 48 hours, 36. That is when dogs generally can pick up the best. So there's that. My property same as my mother's, 15 feet from the curb. The city has the rights. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um One second. What is this? Okay.
There was a dispatcher.
Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. All right, so let's let me give you one thing before we get into the video of the alleged trash truck or not. Nick Barris came out, wrote some stuff today, and I would like to show you it to you. Perhaps if I can find it, because I have way too many things open, but that's okay. All right, I found it. All right, how many thumbs up do we have? Have we hit 1,000 thumbs up? Wait, well, hold on. I'm seeing both in both chats. There's 1,073 in Clutch and 824 in J for A. Okay. All right. All right, let's get 700 thumbs up. Come on. We can do it. 700 thumbs up. Okay, here we go. Nick Barris. This was 2 hours ago. It reads as follows. Not a Sebastian search, but I can understand why people might wonder. A number of you messaged me asking about several Sumner County Sheriff's deputies searching a wooded area near Beach High School with a dog. This is not far from the Hendersonville, Tennessee home where Sebastian Rogers disappeared nearly 2 months ago. Word spread of the search fast among locals and on social media, I understand. We all want a break in the case. But before the rumors envelope the downright inaccuracies, let me tell you, this is not part of Sebastian, the search for Sebastian. I checked with Ken and Sumner County EMA. He says authorities are looking for a runaway juvenile from earlier today who is believed to have been in the area, not Sebastian. If something else develops, I will share. So I know I can imagine how many he got about that, because people were asking me. They was like, oh, they're searching for Sebastian in these different areas. And I'm thinking, haven't heard that, but so you heard it there. They probably had cameras up and she probably took them down before calling and tossed them into the work van. Could have tossed them in the work van, could have tossed them in the trash, right? Okay. Everything good in chat? Yay, Lolo. Thank you, my dear. 22 hours ago. No one is forgetting, and I won't let either of these cases go cold. Many of you continue to ask me if there's any new developments in Sebastian Rogers or Riley Strain case. First, Riley Strain, the 22-year-old body was found in the Cumberland River 2 weeks after he was separated from his friends and missing in the downtown Nashville. Metro police say preliminary indications are this was a tragic downright drowning incident rather. The but Riley's family still has questions about what happened that night. They ordered a second autopsy and is over was he overserved drinks? Was he drugged? Was this a victim? Was he a victim of foul play? Some of these questions may be answered once toxicology tests are back, which could be a few more weeks. Second, Sebastian Rogers, the 15-year-old autistic boy, is still missing. He disappeared in Hendersonville, Tennessee, home nearly 2 months ago. Despite massive search efforts, no sign of the teen has been found. Authorities do not rule out foul play and say no one close to Sebastian has been cleared. Unfortunately, there have been little to report. As a result, rumors run rampant on social media. God, isn't that the truth? Most of it is pure garbage. The latest, many of you have messaged me to say you've heard the mother, stepfather, and biological father all took lie detector test and passed. Others say one or more have failed. All I can tell you is neither the TBI nor Sumner County Sheriff's Office have commented on lie detector tests, and they're not going to comment either. Um, no official communication one way or the other, and I'm going to take a random person's word for someone. So let me see here. Also, I am not interested in any results as or independent tests, none of them done by law enforcement, though I don't know if those have been done either. And the truth is, these tests are no big deal. Can they sometimes be helpful in investigations? Yes, but there is a reason lie detector tests are not admissible in court. They are unreliable. So whether someone passed or did not pass uh, doesn't make them innocent or guilty. So, and that is the absolute truth. I'm sure Chris, in my opinion, allegedly, was probably looking at a page like this. Wouldn't you think? I bet you got a burner phone. How to pass a lie detector test. Okay, someone just emailed me something. 1 second. Yeah, Evelyn, I've heard that. I personally don't buy it. I personally don't, but they have to look at everything. They have to look at everything. Oh, thank you. I can see. It's very kind of you. All right. And again, lie detector tests, they do not detect lies. They detect your physical what manifests in your body of, are you sweating more? Is your blood pressure going up? Is your heart rate increasing? And that is typical of when someone lies. But it doesn't make them it doesn't necessarily mean that you're lying. You can also learn to manipulate yourself, right? Kind of play mind games with yourself. And drugs absolutely can change that. Absolutely can change that. Darcy, thank you so much again, sweetheart. Thank you, my love, for supporting me. Thank you, sweetie. It's very sweet of you. Okay. So there's that. The MRI is the best lie detector test. I think they should just start giving people MRIs, right? Give them MRIs. That way you can be like, listen, we'll do your yearly head scan while we're at it. We're going to ask you a few questions, darling. You get it? Just going to ask you a few questions. Okay? Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's get to it. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Ted Bundy passed a few polygraphs. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So there's different ways you can pass lie detector test. Most people, when they are nervous when taking a lie detector test, whether they intended to lie or not, the physical responses of nerves probably won't fool a lie detector test. You need to up your game to stimulate feelings of mortal terror. This is because beating the test is all about mind games, which naturally affect physical responses, right? So we're at 11 more to 1,000. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, chat. You either need to be completely mother chicken zen the entire time, or you need to be in mortal terror the entire time. Most people choose the latter, right? Most people choose the latter. And you have to continually stay in that state when that question, because they're going to find a baseline. They're going to find a baseline. Oh, thank you, Cassie. Let me see what this is. Okay, cool. Thank you, Cassie. Well, I'll show that in just a second. I will show that, and it's very helpful. So yeah, drugs that affect the test, and caffeine, nicotine, allergy medications, sleep medicines, cough remedies, Coca-Cola, not that Coca-Cola, but marijuana. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's mathematics, methamphetamines, right? Anti-anxiety, all kinds of stuff, right? So, if anybody wants to view this article for later, I will drop it in the El Chato so y'all can view it for later. Truth serum, yes. That's fine. No worries. No worries. Okay. All right. So let's talk about. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Sorry, but I don't believe CP took a poly. I don't either. I don't either, Candy. I do not either. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. So, Cassie just sent this to me. This is what one of the private investigators said. Okay, let me make it bigger for you so y'all can see this. All right. Edited 417, which is today, to add private investigators' clarifications of scent trail. I misspoke last night of Surviving the Survivor podcast when I said that law enforcement did pick up on a scent. There has been some confusion surrounding this, as they did originally say that the dogs picked up on a scent, but then later came back and said it was a false scent, end quote. I am sorry if that caused any confusion on the topic. Guys, there has been no in to the O, into the O, okay? Follow me. No scent. None. Zero, zip, nada. Zilch. None. Right? Why does people keep saying this? Daily, oh my God, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. That's amazing. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you received one of those 10 memberships, we have an application process.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Giving to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
And y'all are approved. Absolutely approved, all 10 of you. Thank you so much, Daily. That is so generous and so kind. It never gets old, Cassie says. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Leilani on Alive the Baby with a Blunt Object. Oh, yes, she did. Let me tell you something, Jackie. It is bad what Leilani did. It's I can't even think about it, to be honest with you, Jackie. What she did to little Quentin. It's almost like I get flashbacks or something, just like of being there and thinking about what she may have done. She beat that baby with a blunt object. Little Quentin Simon. Yes, Stephanie, with the blunt object. It was gruesome. I think she deserves the death penalty. Best chat on YouTube, hands down. Booyah. Yes, Amy, we are. I got the best people ever. Ever. Y'all, my fried chicken is amazing. Y'all, I am so glad, Candy. I am so glad. Your fried chicken is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing grace right there. Yeah. Can't even think about that. Oh, thank you, Dina Lynn. Thank you, sweetsies. Okay. So there has been no scent. We know that. According Updates according. Okay. Lights were not flashlights; they were floodlights. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you, but I cannot see them being floodlights. How do floodlights move? How do they move? I mean, am I missing something? If they're fixed on something, right? Why are they moving? How do floodlights move? Am I missing something? Tell me. I mean, honestly, tell me if I'm missing something. Moving floodlights. The two stationary lights were on the house. The moving lights were flashlights, in my opinion. If Chris says they're relevant, it's very relevant, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sorry. I just don't see I mean, you're not going to convince me those are floodlights when they're freaking moving. Okay. We'll look. We'll look about that in just a second. Per one of Seth's PIs who spoke with the sheriff today, footage from ring cams of Sebastian coming out and dropping trash into the trash bin, going back in the house, and of the lights going in his room, nothing showing him leaving the house. Nothing. So Sebastian went outside, put the trash out. Yeah, Bushi. Yeah, I'm planning on doing a live on that. I'm leaving for Tennessee in the morning. So hopefully, did y'all just get a tornado watch? I don't guess. Um so yeah, we're gonna talk about Leilani too tomorrow. Hopefully. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Just I gotta pack. Um all right, so Sebastian went outside, took the trash out, comes back in. You can see his light in his room turn on. I would love to know what time. I would love to know what time he took out the trash, what time the lights came on, and did they ever go off? Because I would have a problem with that if they never went off. If they didn't go off till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't you? Think about that a moment, guys. Think about that a moment. If his lights come on at 8 or 9 o'clock, remember it gets darker earlier in February, right? If his lights come on in his bedroom, 8, 9 o'clock, and let's say they don't, they flickered on and off 3 times in a row. That could be just the camera as well. But let's think about Sebastian's light in his room. After he takes the trash out, he goes to his room. The lights are on. Now, if his lights are on in his room at midnight, at 1 o'clock, at 11 o'clock, at 2 a.m., at 3 a.m., at 4 any time, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big suspicion, in my opinion, because you said Sebastian, the thud sound happened at 10 p.m. And if that happened at 10 p.m., I don't care what you're doing in there, just go to sleep. Well, he must have listened, right, Katie? Because you say there's no other response. No other response. But what if that light was on all night? He's not going to have the light on while he's sleeping. Yeah, I've heard that Seth said you can't really tell definitively who it is. Someone was taking out the trash, but then I heard, but it most probably was him taking out the trash. So, yes. And what happened? Was there any other lights going on and off throughout the night? Are you saying you're not buying what they're selling? Depends. Is it possible he had a guest stay overnight? No. Nope. That didn't happen. So, would that be considered his like? I still don't think if like you can't get a definitive yes, that is Sebastian, no, that's not Sebastian. I think still technically the last point of life would be him leaving the restaurant. Right? Him leaving the restaurant. She makes him do one more chore. Well, I don't know. Daily, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. I was fortunate enough to be one gifted. Oh, yay, Lolo. Thank you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Law enforcement said it was the last proof of life. Yes. But, you really want to know. You really want to know if that bedroom light was on all night or not. You really want to know what time was that trash? Did Katie take Sebastian out when she went out to look for him? Or was it earlier than that? When whatever happened to him happened to him. But I don't believe that this kid walked out barefooted in the middle of the night when it's below freezing, when he didn't like to get dirty to begin with. Confirm what, Simone, honey? Okay. Per one of Seth's PIs who spoke with the sheriff today, footage from ring cams of Sebastian coming out. Oh, okay. Sorry, I already read that. Nothing showing him leaving the house. Nothing. Sebastian does know the path to the ice cream shop. He also knows the route to Seth's house. Sebastian's PlayStation and Seth's PlayStation have both been taken by law enforcement. Interesting. He was allowed to play video games at Dad's. He also played on the Nintendo Switch. One of Seth's PIs is researching SOs in the area, S offenders, right? Now, it's good to check everything just in case, but I would think there would be a lot more evidence, in my opinion. All right. Proudfoots are not in the Memphis area. They are in Hendersonville area. It is still not confirmed if law enforcement has or has seen the clothes Sebastian was wearing out to dinner. Now remember, the pants were different while he was out to dinner. Did he change at any point after he got home? Did the trash being extra heavy story come from law enforcement or rumor? So, from what I understand, allegedly, the only thing I know about that is that the trash people, and I do believe this because the day after the trash people supposedly contacted them, they were searching landfills the next day. Yeah. KP says all in black. Yes. Seth does not have any new information currently. One of the Seth's guests in general polygraph testing, one of the guests discussed in general polygraph testing and manipulation. Sebastian has Seth's number memorized. That's good. Wooded area en route to former school was searched. It is not believed that Sebastian was bullied at school. There are weapons in the Proudfoot home. PI hasn't yet been able to confirm if they are all accounted for. Law enforcement has used thermal imaging inside the home, cannot confirm luminol. PI believes there was a trail sent from home to retention pond. See above, which they stated above that there is no scent whatsoever. Okay? Whatsoever. None. All right. Now, let me clear some of these out so I can show y'all some stuff. All right. So, the alleged trash truck is Waste Pro. This is the company that my brain hurts too. I know. Trust. This is the trash company that received the trash for the Proudfoot neighborhood that is in Hendersonville, Tennessee. All right. Sorry, I just need a drink. All right. So I can tell you, called the other day. Get my notes here. All right. Damn it. 1 second. All right. So this trash does go only to Nashville. It goes to Nashville, Tennessee. The Proudfoot's trash goes to Nashville, Tennessee. She said no trash trucks in no trash trucks in residential areas before 6 a.m. Do they have a computer in trash truck that weighs each pickup? That's a good question. But I've got something here I'm going to show you here shortly about that. All right. I'm not sure if it weighs it, but they have certain containers they use, and it's a 96 gallon container. All right, let me show you this. Nope, hold on. Bear with me. I need to pull it up. One second. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about this trash company. Maybe. Hold on, let me go back to here. Where the hell's the link? Okay, I got it. Waste Pro. This is their website. And give me 2 seconds, y'all. I can't. It's in the community. Okay, I'll just pull it the other way because I already downloaded it. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. 1 and 2. Oh, I already had it pulled up. I'm sorry. Look at this. All right. Is there a weight limit? Why are items at curb not picked up? Is there a weight limit? One single bag of trash must not exceed 35 pounds. The weight of a container and its content shall not exceed the can manufacturer's recommendation. Carpet, padding, and rugs must be cut into 4-foot sections, tightly rolled, and each section weigh no more than 75 pounds. I see you. Can you remember what part of that it where I pull it up the facts on the website? It doesn't have it's not under facts. Oh my god, my ear, sorry. What size container may be used for trash collection, and where may the container be placed? All right, here we go. Residents may use any size container they desire. However, the size of container will dictate the placement. A 95, 96-gallon container must go to the curb. Trash at the back door must be bagged and inside a container that is no larger than 94 gallons. Now, I don't see them. I'm sorry, I don't see them picking up trash from someone's back door. 307 takes, please. They do not have a claw on any of their trucks. They only have people doing it manually. At the back door, but it's still it's still interesting, right? At the back door. That's what it says. They do not have a claw on any of their trucks. None. Yes. Trash at the back door must be bagged and inside a container that is no larger than 94 gallons. All trash at the back door must be in a trash can with a lid and be above ground. Containers and bags placed curbside or back door should be placed away from personal vehicles or property to ensure a safe collection. Oh, there we go. Container must be located on the driveway side of the home and be located within 10 feet of the main house structure from the driveway closest to the home. The container must be visible from the back of the house. Why are the items at the curb not picked up? Is there a weight limit? Question mark. One single trash must not exceed 35 pounds. All right, now I want to show you this. The city of Hendersonville. Henderson to the Ville. Henderson to the Ville. Hendersonville. Hendersonville. You're welcome. All right. Love you too. Excuse me. What's a Ville? Can someone tell me that? I know you can, Mohawk. You're a walking dictionary. Why does everything why is there villes everywhere? I don't get it. Village? Is that what it stands for? I never knew that. That's what it means? I prefer village. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like the I'm like the village people here. Oh, I was this many years old when I learned that today. Y'all taught me something. Never knew anything about a ville. Louisville. I love Louisville. Louisville's really nice. But that ain't a village anymore, honey. Justinville. I like the way that sounds. Keep calm in Village Justin. Someone just wrote. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man. Oh, God. I'm tired. I'll get my shorts on and wear a hammer. Young man, there's no need to feel down. That'll be clipped. Clip it, mother chickens. Good for it. Clip me. I'm a city girl. Phil DeVille. What's a Coupe de Ville? That's a car, isn't it? Just in time. That's cute. Yes, Cadillac. That was a very popular car, wasn't it? All right. This is from the city of Henderson to the Ville, Tennessee. How often will my trash be picked up by Waste Pro? The trash will be picked up once per week on your assigned service day. 2. Make this bigger for you. My mom used to drive a DeVille, Cadillac DeVille. Large enough to haul a village. Gypsy. Oh my God. Yes. Boys night dressing up as the village people featuring Justin, Josh, and Trev. And you know what? We could probably get Chris McDonough in there too. I think we get Chris in there too. Maybe. Chris and who else? Maybe T Rev, he might do it. T Rev and let's see who else. Name some names. Thank you, TJ. I have a 2000 Cadillac Ville. It's my favorite. I took the Cadillac mud riding. Oh, of course we can get Vinny. We'll get Vinny. Pascal, definitely. JLR, yes. Absolutely. We get Pascal do it. He'll do it too. Okay, who's going to be the Native American? I need to think of all the village people that's supposed to be there. How did we get on this conversation? How did we get on this conversation? Mods, please, as Justin, answer my question. What does your question make me laugh? Chris, other exes probably don't want him to know where they are. Mama, she sweet. Thank you, Mal. It's Hendersonville. Josh, C Star. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm too. Yeah, you're right, Snickerdoodle. I'm waiting for her question. All right. Oops. All right, let's finish this. Let me know what she wanted. Mods, if you don't mind. I want to be Cher. Give her a feather, she's a Cherokee. Whoa. Okay. The white trash will be picked up by Waste Pro. Excluded waste in all commercial and industrial. Okay. So no dead animals, institutional waste, hazardous waste, offal, OFFAL waste. What's awful? OFF, what's that? OFFAL. OFFAL definition. Oh, internal organs of animals. Blech. I was this days old that remembered this today. Okay. Stable matter, vegetable waste, and special waste. I don't know what special waste is. Okay. All right. Does trash at the back door have to be bagged? Yes. And it can't be overflowing. What about considered acceptable construction debris? Rugs, carpeting, and carpet padding can be placed at the curb. The items must be in 4-foot sections, tightly rolled, and each section weighing no more than 75 pounds. We did that earlier. Will my trash, okay, if I place bulk items at the curb, can I leave the remaining trash at the back door? Yes. What size containers? I'm moving stuff. Will the city pick it up? No. If the cans have dried paint, yes. Do you take dried paint? Do you take mattress sets? If there are no bed bugs and the mattresses stay dry, they will be collected from the curbside. Please call 615-822-1016 for pickup. Okay. That's interesting. Why were items at my curb not picked up? Trash collection crews cannot accept building and construction materials, including lumber from pallets, fencing, glass doors, tabletop appliances, and compressors. Is there a weight limit? One single bag. Okay. What is the container size limit to be serviced at the back door? Trash at the back door must be bagged and inside a container that is no larger than 65 gallons. All right, let's get let's get on with the program here. All right, let's look at this video. This is the video.
You're about to see is from early Monday morning, February 26th, around 3:10 a.m. Now, there are no street lights in the Stafford Court neighborhood, so it is at night pitch black. What you will see here are these 2 points of light believed to be people with flashlights in the area around Sebastian Rogers' Hendersonville home. It is believed Sebastian left his home barefoot and with a flashlight sometime overnight. Since his disappearance, authorities have reviewed security video from homes in the neighborhood looking for clues.
We have had several clips that have come in.
And this one is getting the most attention, showing signs of activity around Sebastian's home the night he disappeared. You see, 2 light sources, which we've circled to help you follow. For point of reference, the security camera was pointed toward the back of Sebastian's home in a common area. In the video, you see subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first before that light source is covered or obscured by bushes. Subject 1, a few seconds later, then moves out of frame. Then subject 2 reappears and follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time later and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it.
All right. I'm going to play this once more.
You're about to see is from early Monday morning, February 26th, around 3:10 a.m. Now,
Okay.
there are no street lights.
Question. Does anyone know? They say that you can hear someone in that recording. Does anyone know if you can, and if you can, what are they saying?
In the Stafford Court neighborhood, so it is at night pitch black. What you will see here are these 2 points of light believed to be people with flashlights in the area around Sebastian Rogers' Hendersonville home. It is believed Sebastian left his home barefoot and with a flashlight sometime overnight. Since his disappearance, authorities have reviewed security video from homes in the neighborhood looking for clues.
We have had several clips that have come in.
And this one is getting the most attention, showing signs of activity around Sebastian's home.
Okay. Now, this is this stationary? Is this a reflection? What is it? Now, also, I want to say that Chris and Katie are military. They know how, in my opinion, to be rather stealth-like, right? Aren't you taught that in the military? To be a little bit stealth.
Night he disappeared. You see,
Subject uno, subject doso. Dos. Just kidding. Subject 1, subject 2.
2 light sources, which we've...
Now, let me tell you something, folks. I'm not... Okay, this right here and this right here cannot be just in the stationary lights. Is their garage was open. Well, I'm just saying these 2 sources cannot be stationary, whatever they are. A dip in the yard by garage. Subject to. You like my El Espanol? Thank you. Do those two main focus lights ever move? Well, we don't got a lot.
Circled to help you follow. For point of reference, the security camera was pointed toward the back of Sebastian's home.
Now, this is what I get confused with Nick about. Maybe because he says that it was pointed toward the back of their home. And I don't know if Nick is tripping them up so they don't realize who his source is, because they asked Nick how far or where did he get the cameras from? Where did he get the footage from? And he said, I'm not going to tell you that. Which I don't, I can't say I really blame him, because you just don't tell your sources normally. But this is right, the back of the home. Now, the only thing I can think of, I'll show you on a map here in a second.
In a common area. In the video, you see subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first before that light source is covered or obscured by bushes. Subject 1, a few seconds later, then moves out of frame.
See that? You see this right here? How that light source
moves out of frame. Then subject 2 reappears and follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time later and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it.
That's so strange.
And follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time later and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it.
Yep, you can see it. Oh, yeah. Yes. Now, I can't find the other video of it, but this, let me show you here. Okay. Here is the Proudfoot's home. This is their backyard, right? On one of they were looking for footage, and they said, I think it was this home. It was this home, right? It may have been on down. I think it was this home that was checking to see if there was any. I think they have cameras. Or they said they were checking for their cameras. All right, let's go over here. All right, we're going to go from above. All right, here's Proudfoot's home. All right. The camera that we see this allegedly from is from this home right here. There is a camera right here. That would be the only, like, I don't understand either way with where the hell the trash truck is. It's over the garage. Well, Lisa, I can tell you that there is footage from this right here. There absolutely is footage from this right here. I know other people was saying that the footage was coming from over here. That is not true. The footage is not from here. It is not from over here. There we go. I just don't understand why law enforcement can't say, yeah, it's a damn garbage truck. It's a damn garbage truck. The footage is from 600 yards away from the street. I don't even know what that means. Right here. This camera. And damn it, I wish I had the videos right now. I don't have them. But you can see like all of their cars parked here. Let me show you this. All right. What about technology aspects? Have you collected security video from area homes and businesses? Have cell phones been checked? Many neighbors and businesses have provided video from home and business surveillance systems. We are grateful for the cooperation. The video has been collected and from the beginning of the investigation has been analyzed and enhanced where possible by techs where the TBI, FBI, and Secret Service. To date, nothing gathered from the video systems has been determined to be significant. We do caution that some surveillance video being shared in the public may have been misinterpreted or misidentified or not shown in its entirety. It has been determined that it does not hold of any evidentiary significance to the investigation. Numerous searches warrants have been executed. Cell phone data has been analyzed, and any other available digital evidence has been collected, searched, and documented. Information was collected from Sebastian's gaming system and has been analyzed with help of the FBI. Vehicles that were placed in the area at or around the time of Sebastian's disappearance have been accounted for. These videos and all the electronic evidence that were already have been reviewed is often also being reinvestigated. Hey, Arctic. All right. When you see two people walking with flashlights, that is them doing something with Sebastian. Does anybody understand that? Well, I don't know. I don't know, but all I'm saying is that you can't tell me these two things crossing paths and then coming back and then this is something that is fixed. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I mean, what I'm saying is there absolutely probably is a trash. I mean, the trash does run on that day. We absolutely know that. The trash runs on that day. And there is a trash truck that ran on that day. But it didn't you know what I'm going to do? I forgot to ask them this. I'm going to call them back and ask the trash company, do they wear headlamps? Do you wear headlamps? Well, it was at 3 a.m. too. See, the 3 a.m. Time is off though. It's a 15-minute video. I don't understand why they only put 1/4 of it out. Like, I don't understand why only 1/4 of like the thing was put out. Yeah, the clock on the footage is broken. Yes. Mhm. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. It's like, why can't you guys just like be on the same page? No, I've not seen the only people that's seen the whole video is TBI and Seth, and I guess the people that has it, maybe Nick. Evelyn, thank you so much. But it was reported that being too heavy for two men to carry. How did Skinny Sebastian manage it? Trash company says no collection before 6 a.m. Very true. Very true. It was very heavy. Now, if it's really, really heavy, the policy is that they will usually take a picture and note, the account that the trash was too heavy for pickup, but usually they pick it up anyways, right? They usually don't. They usually just throw it in the trash truck. And if it was that heavy, you're right. How would Sebastian do that by himself? And there is no trash pickup locally in that area, they say, that would start before 6 a.m. However, I've heard of a local or two say they may start as early as 5 a.m. But the company says 6 a.m. Thank you for that, Evelyn. Darcy, thank you so much, my loves. Making a special request, Andrew W. from Wild Earth as the cop. Please and thank you if anyone knows him. LOL. I don't know what you mean, love. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Seth said the entire trash truck isn't in the frame. And it may not be in the frame. But, I mean, what I don't understand is, even if the trash truck isn't in the frame, what are these things moving? Right? People's like, well, it could be the trash people. Well, how far away do they go from their trash truck at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning? Yeah, there was something about the date. Someone was emailing me about it. And I was like, I don't even remember. But there was something about the date or the time in the 12-mile trip from his area to my house. There are only 2 missing signs. 2. Wow. Well, again, I'm headed to Tennessee tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, I will be handing out signs in Pigeon Forge, and I will be handing out a lot of them. Okay, reality, sure. Thank you, LP. Well, Katie says he had a torch. There's one reason. 2:23:24 on that video. Is it supposed to rain, Ramona? I'll be all around Tennessee, but I'm going to Tennessee for a conference. That's what I'm going there for. Springville. What's Springville? Says that the clock. Yes, the clock was broken. That is true, Mohawk, and the time did not move. Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't know. Do you know if it's true if YouTube creator had the full video? Someone mentioned that the creator had it. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of at all. Check email, okay. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything, guys. Is it going to my trash? Go to all mail. Nope, still didn't get it. Did you email it or did you text it? Oh, I got it. You texted. Sorry. You said check email. $223.24. Huh. Let me go back to my calendar here. 2/23/24. That would be a Friday. Who showed this video? Or who showed this? This was the camera that I was looking for. Oh, thank you for reminding. Okay, I've got guidance video pulled up actually. Let me show you this. This is guidance theory. Oops, wrong one. Ugh. That's not it. I swear I have guidance here somewhere. Okay, I got it now. Here we go. Here's guidance. This is her theory.
There's the two lakes that are in the construction area. What's being circled now is the alleged camera footage. There's the Proudfoot home, a straight line through the common area, and there's a possible passageway between homes depending on video surveillance, all the way to the main road. Even though there's no specific scent, I still want to give that option open. So then we go to the ground view. And once we get to the ground view, I zoom in on the camera right there that is facing towards the common area between the three homes. The home on the right, the home on the left, which is the neighbors right there, and the Proudfoots. You can tell the difference by the rooftops. They are definitely different. And my apologies on writing this because I don't have one of those to write with. I can't think of the name. But so trying to get a better view of what the camera saw. As you see, there's a runway right through there of the fence line as well. I initially thought it was bushes. And to me, it looks like fences between the common area and walking between the property lines. Now, then I go back out and I map the distance of the lakes to the house and where the camera is positioned. I believe this is where the camera footage was filmed, and that is the view. Let me know what you think. Let's get Sebastian home, and I hope you all have a beautiful day, and thank you for tuning in. We're here for one purpose, and that's Sebastian. Sebastian strong, and see you on the next one. God bless.
It looks like the neighborhood would have an abundance of cameras. You would think Katie would. You would think Katie would, but I don't know, man. This is from Jessica Danielle. Let me put her in the description here. Let me show you this. I think it's this part right here.
They are reviewing their camera footage right now.
Wait.
I think the cameras
Right
check.
here. Let me find it.
1018 Stafford. They are reviewing their camera footage right now. I think the
1018 Stafford. Stafford. 1018 Stafford. Okay. 1018. Okay, 1018 Stafford. They're reviewing their cameras right now, which is right here. One, two, three. So that's 1018 Stafford. They were reviewing their cameras. Here's the Proudfoots. 1, 2, 3, 4 doors down in that.
cameras check. No, that's fine.
184, your low volume. I got cameras checked.
It will 1018. I'll be out at St. John Missionary. 1085. Resident at 1028 Kelly Lane.
1028 Kelly Lane. Kelly Lane. All right. Here's 1028 Kelly Lane. Right there. Which here's 1028. Here's the Proudfoot. 1028 Proudfoot. Let's look at that house, see if they got cameras. God, this is old. Blurry ass footage. What do they say about them? Oops.
States that he just saw a kid with a black shirt, black shorts, had a phone in his hand coming across the construction.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dreamcatcher. Could police find out from security if home security had just been turned off like a mobile phone? I'm sure.
When he made contact with this gentleman, the subject went straight back to the woods at the top of Killing Lane. I just talked to him. He's one helping. Well, thank you. 12 units. When you're done with your assignment, please come back to 1008 Stafford. 2023, 24, 18, and 16 Stafford. Covering cameras. Nothing's been called. Operations have started at Willow Bend Drive, St. John Drive, just to clear all the way along. One of the officers and both police buses have been cleared also. They're making room.
10-4. Are you going back to Stafford Court?
Still on search, but general area. 1026, Killing Lane, no contact. 1028, made contact, nothing on their cameras. And 1030, contact, nothing on their cameras, and nothing in the treehouse behind the house.
What's the tree house behind their house? Does anyone know what that is referring to? Perhaps Pale Rider. Yeah, Andy, I did. I did. Yep. Do you know if Uncle Big D is building any homes in the new development? I don't know. Next door, there's a slide set that kind of looks like a treehouse. Remember the Peterson guy who buried the victims right before someone got buried? Yes. Justin, did Seth say there? Two people beside Kathy B and Katie P at the house. YouTube says service not available. It's acting crazy again. I just remember him saying Kathy was there. Does Proudfoot have a boat? That's a good question. I don't. Yeah, I got it, Wanda. Thank you. My thing is, Katie and Chris said Sebastian didn't elope and run, but PD dispatch clearly says otherwise. I'm not muted. I didn't get your email, dear. The house with the pool has cameras pointed at the 108 Addy. Okay. Let's go look at this. This house. You know, I don't know when this was taken. They might have not had cameras then. Who knows? Unless I'm just missing them. Lord, please just find him, please. I don't know. Guys, my head's exploding. I gotta go. I'm up to here. Up to here. Henderson is affluent. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Corner wave at the front of driveway. I don't see it. I don't see it. I know. I got to go pack and stuff, so I'm going to jump off for now. You'll start the Encore chat if I leave. I got to go pack. I got so much to pack. Thank you all. All the labs going live in 40 minutes. What a treat. Okay. I have mail. Thank you, Dispatch Crystal. My dears. Yes, RSOs. Yeah, I've looked at all the RSOs and stuff. I don't think this has anything, in my opinion, this has nothing to do with RSOs. This has nothing to do with, in my opinion, Sebastian walking out on his own. In my opinion, this has nothing to do with any of that, other than either someone snapped or someone had a motive with custody and or CPS. Fire and Ice, I really do. That I have the nicest subs ever. Like, I am so fortunate. Honest to God. Thank you for that. Some of the nicest people. I got classy people up in this piece. Right? Like I always say, there's a classy way to be trashy if we need to be. Just kidding. All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you all so much. You have no idea how much I love you all. Why did your whole house just shook? Was you having a storm? Did you see me look down a minute ago? I felt like my house shook. And I guess it was my desk and my fan touching it, I guess. Hi, D. Bad storm. Be careful. Batten down the hatches. Batten down the hatches. Tornadoes everywhere, yeah. Thank you, my dear. All right, guys. God bless each and every one of you. I will be live at some point tomorrow. I don't know. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, my dear. I'll be live either before I leave, while I'm traveling, or later on in the evening. I will see you guys at some point. Why am I not getting lab notifications lately? What's that about? Make sure your bell is hit. Sometimes unsubscribe and then resubscribe. YouTube is doing its own thing. Thank you all for putting green hearts in for Sebastian. Hopefully he's found. Hello, Chopper. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I'll see you guys real soon. Good night and God bless.